Okay, fine. So today we are going to know about the importance of business plan or project report for a new enterprise. Okay, so let us start. As we have already discussed this a lot, who can be an entrepreneur? Okay, so let us see this definition. Already we know that an entrepreneur is an individual who creates a new business by bearing most of the risks and enjoying most of the rewards. So, what exactly he or she does? Ideas into reality. Okay, so he is or she is seen as an innovator, a source of new ideas, goods, services, and business or procedures. So basically, this definition in all the previous lectures we have covered. Okay, next, the key takeaways from this definition is what? A person who undertakes the risk of starting a new business venture. If we talk about an entrepreneur, so an entrepreneur creates a firm which aggregates capital and labor in order to produce goods or services for profit. Okay, next one, entrepreneurship is an important driver of economic growth and innovation. Whatever we have discussed till date, we are just summarizing all those things. So entrepreneurship is high risk but also can be high reward as it serves to generate economic wealth, growth and innovation. You are finding new ways of doing business, creating new products, creating new service, then definitely all those are going to add in the economic well-being of a nation. So, what are the steps to become an entrepreneur? Find the right business. What are the capabilities? What are the skills inside you? And what capability is required by that business? You have to plan the business. Next, find the target group. You have to find the target, the destination, ultimate delivery of your product and services will be to a particular customer, your client. So you have to find the target group, then network. You have to sell your idea, market, and then you get the profit. Okay, so what exactly a business plan is? Whatever we have discussed till date, we have covered in 2 slides. Now coming on to the business plan. So a written document that outlines the future activity on existing or proposed business venture. Whatever is in your mind, now you are going to write in a document. Okay, it is a formal written expression of the entrepreneurial vision describing the strategy, long-term planning, and the operation of the proposed venture. What operations you are going to imbibe in your business. Okay, so a business plan is a document that brings together the key elements of business, that includes detail about the products and services, the cost, sales, and the expected profit. Okay, so ultimately, this is the blueprint of your business. So if I ask what exactly business plan is, who is going to answer? What are the basic characteristics? Disha, can you tell me one basic characteristic about the business plan?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please.
Uh, Sir, written document should be there. What we can
Very
say,
good.
outline of the activity what we will do, or an entrepreneur should do.
Okay, fine. Govind, now you extend it. What are expected
Absolutely.
from a business plan?
Actually, business plans comprises all the things which we are going to deal during accomplishing that business, our what can I say, our um, customers, what they need, and how can we accomplish our ideas to fulfill the need of customers. All
But
those
basically,
things
if we
are
talk about your customers, so you are going to deliver something either in the
yes, sir.
form of product or in the form of service. So, is it
Yes, sir. Yes.
required to include that detail in your business plan?
Yeah, overview of those things can be included in our outlines of the business plan.
Just read the third line, the third
A business
point.
plan is a document that brings together the key elements of business that includes details about the products and the services. Yes, it is there.
Okay, so ultimately you are creating a blueprint. Fine. So
Yes, sir.
all
Yes.
those details, yeah, which are required for a successful business operation must be included in that. Okay, so I think this is clear
Yes, sir.
now. Okay, now just look this, what exactly business plan gives to us. Okay, so SWOT, आपने ये सुना होगा, SWOT एनालिसिस, strength, weaknesses, opportunities and threats. So what are going to be the strengths of your business? What exactly is the weakness? What opportunities do you think, and how threats from your competitors and other problems may arise? Okay, so in brief, SWOT analysis is content. Next, growth plan, how you are going to expand, okay, your capacity. Next, competition analysis. Who are your competitors? And you must have gone through the competitive strategy module. Okay, so ultimately, all those forces are going to be analyzed, and what exactly the threats are, what exactly your strategy are going to be based on this analysis. Then, what exactly is the market size? What kind of problem you are going to face? Just prima facie you have analyzed and you have got something, okay, and what are the solutions. Finally, financial plan, how you are going to get the finances for your business. So all these are going to be included in your business plan. Fine. SWOT, growth plan, competition analysis, market size, problem and solution, and then financial plan. Okay, now just take a look at the startup or entrepreneur life plan. Okay, from idea we are going to start. Definitely, you have gone through many case studies. You have certain skill sets to convert that idea into reality. So, goals, mission, vision, and values, that idea is going to be converted into reality or into an enterprise. But by using your skills, you are going to set goals, what exactly is the mission, how you are going to visualize the things, what are the values imbibe or going to be imbibed in your business. Next, selecting the right plan, how you are going to plan. You are going to have many such alternative ways, so you have to select the right path and then build a robust business plan, okay, so that your business can survive. Next, you have to decide the organization structures, you have to create roles and responsibilities, okay, and then you are going to recruit. Fine, select some persons for that role and responsibility. You have to build the infrastructure and support the requirement. Whatever requirement is needed for your business, you are going to provide that. Next, you have to source fund. For that you have to plan for finance. Then you have to launch your product and services. Ultimately this is what the outcome, an outcome comes in the form of enterprise. Suppose we are talking about a business of product, then enterprise is the outcome. So you are going to launch your product and services. Then strategic planning, how you are going to perform in long run. So that thing is going to happen. Again, you are going to create profit or value creation. You all know Potter's value chain that we have studied earlier. Fine. How value is created? There are some primary activities, some support activities, inbound logistic, outbound logistic, operations, all those things are there, and we are going to create some profit, we are going to create value, and ultimately next cycle is again started that you come up with a new idea. So this is basically one life plan for an startup or entrepreneur. Is this clear? Already we have discussed it in detail in previous lectures, just summarizing the conversion from your idea to reality. So can we move further? Okay, Jyoti, आप बताएं, what do we mean by deciding organization structure? Are you there? Mohit,
Yes,
क्या समझ रहे हैं? What do you mean by deciding organization structure?
सर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन डिसाइडिंग स्ट्रक्चर जैसे कि किस आदमी को कौन सा काम बांटना है और कौन पर्सन कौन सा काम करेगा और मतलब किस किस को कौन सा जॉब देना है
Basically you are going to
मतलब
create the roles. Okay,
Yes,
है
sir.
ना? क्या हिरार्किकल स्ट्रक्चर होगा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का, फ्लैट होगा, क्या होगा, वो सारी चीजें यहाँ डिसाइड होंगी. ओके, सो
यस सर
इज दिस क्लियर ओवरऑल आइडिया?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now coming on to the project report, what exactly is a project report? So you can see here the basic definition that the project report is a document that contains all information regarding the proposed project. So it serves as a blueprint of all operations to be undertaken for attaining the desired result. It is basically the business plan of action. Fine. Project report is what? Just business plan is there, but it talks about action and it clearly describes its goals and objectives. So it is the one that helps in converting the business idea into a productive venture without any cost or confusion, as it defines the strategies for project execution. So what are the planning actual actions involved for execution is contained in the project report. So you can see here project report is going to contain financial aspects, economic aspects, managerial aspects, and production aspect if we talk about a particular product. Okay, so these are the four aspects that is going to be covered in a project report. Okay, is this clear? So business plan of action is what? Your project report. Fine. You can write in the chat box also messages. If this is clear, you can just write yes, or otherwise if you need any further explanation. Okay, fine. Now coming on to the project planning, just see, after the project has been defined, we are ready to enter the second phase in the project management life cycle. That is the project phase, detailed project phase. And here we are going to talk about where to go, how to go, the complete roadmap is going to be established. And in this way, we can say that the project planning is the heart of the project. So what are we are going to consider here? We are going to consider time, cost, quality, changes, risk and related issues. Okay, just go through once. So in the project planning, what you are going to consider? What are the things? The main points. You can see here quality. Okay, you can see the timeliness. Fine. Risk and other related issues. So where to go and how to go. This is the very much of importance in the project planning phase. So what are the purpose? Establishing business requirement, establish cost, schedule, how you are going to find the operations in a synchronized way, then you are going to create schedule, list of deliverables and the delivery dates, establish resource plan, कहाँ से आपको रिसोर्सेज मिल रहे हैं, किस तरह से मिल रहे हैं, then obtain the management approvals and proceed to next phase. Okay, so basic processes of project planning are, we have to do these things: scope and planning, preparation for work breakdown structure, project schedule development, resource planning, budget, what are your going to be the expenditures and how you are going to earn, how you are going to make for that finance. Now procurement planning, how you are going to do the purchases, risk management, quality planning and communication planning. So what exactly a quality is? Can anyone define? Suppose we are dealing in a particular manufacturing industry. So how you can define quality? No one? What do you think about quality? Features, hmm, characteristics. One statement is often quoted that quality lies in the eyes of customers. Okay, so ultimately, as Govind is saying that it should fulfill the demand of customer. So you have to closely watch your customer. Suppose for a particular product you are watching, you have launched a product, then you are going to get feedback whether the product is able to satisfy the needs of a particular customer or not. If it is satisfying, then you can say okay, we are standing in the quality terms. Okay, next is the communication planning. So all these are going to be involved in project planning. Fine. Now every now and then we talk about that you should follow the smart strategy. Okay, so whatever the targets is, if we talk about that, when articulating the project objectives, it should be smart. Fine. So smart stands for specific, measurable, acceptable, realistic and time based. So the target or the objective must be specific, not general. It should be measurable, that you can measure, and if you find something wrong you can control. Otherwise it is not possible to control the achievement of that objective. It should be acceptable. Okay, all the stakeholders must accept that. Should be realistic. Suppose you are setting a goal and it is not unrealistic, then you are never going to achieve that. And time based, indefinite time is not there for a particular target to be achieved. So it should be specific, measurable, acceptable, realistic, and time based. Okay. Now, as we have talked earlier also, that feasibility is going to play an important role in ruling out the failure of your business. So before doing feasibility, just we are conducting one pre-feasibility report or study. Okay, so a pre-feasibility study may be conducted first to help sort out relevant alternatives. You may have alternatives and you can pick by doing the pre-feasibility report or study before proceeding with a full-blown feasibility study. Okay, so you may want to do some pre-feasibility analysis of your own. If you find out early on that the proposed business idea is not feasible, it saves your time and money. Before you are going to do actually the feasibility analysis on your own, you are going to evaluate the business ideas, the alternatives available, and if you can think, okay, this idea is not going to work for a particular business, then you may leave that idea. Okay, so this is the concept of pre-feasibility analysis. Okay, so if findings lead you to proceed with the feasibility study, then your work may have resolved some basic issues that you are going to face in the future. So the pre-feasibility study is often considered as an integral part of the project development process, and it is the most critical aspect of any project. So why? To measure the viability of the project, the first hand project information for taking decision, evaluate and remove all uncertainties by doing the pre-feasibility study or report. Okay, and you can determine the factors of feasibility study which is more costly. So pre-feasibility study is required so that you can have better idea for doing feasibility, in which field you are going to do the feasibility. It can be determined by the pre-feasibility analysis. Okay, so this is clear why pre-feasibility report or study is required. Yes or no? Okay, fine. So what are the issues? The typical pre-feasibility study may cover the following issues: description of the project, potential technical concept, what are the technical aspect we are going to utilize in our business, again layout, assessment of the alternatives, constructive cost and operative cost, financial analysis, whatever we have learned earlier that a particular business plan must contain, we are going to do that. Risk assessment, and this is going to be done by yourself. Okay, assessment of necessary permits and licenses, planning of project implementation including time schedule. Okay, now coming on to the feasibility study. So you have considered all the factors in pre-feasibility analysis by yourself. Now you have to consider the economic, technical, legal and scheduling. So this study is going to deal with. So the idea presented in the pre-feasibility of project has to be analyzed in a more detailed study where all aspects of the project design, cost, environmental impacts, etc. are going to be considered. So it is a tool that can provide a technical, economic and financial aspect of the project. So whether to proceed further or not, This is the basic aim of doing feasibility study. Fine. So objectives: to reasonably uncover strength, weakness, opportunities and threats. That is SWOT analysis. Okay. So we are going to talk about the focus and the aim will be on this: strength, weaknesses, opportunities and threats for a feasibility study for a particular business. Now, what are the types? Which type of feasibility study are you going to do? So it can be technical, it can be schedule driven, that is time horizon feasibility, economic aspects, whether it is possible or not, again economically, cultural feasibility, ethical, legal, moral feasibility, whether a particular business is good for the moral principles or values that the organization is going to have, resource feasibility, whether we are dealing with such kind of resource which is not available, then that business can't be realized. Again, operational feasibility, whether to proceed for a particular with a particular process, is it possible or not. Again, marketing feasibility, the most important part: you have created or innovated something new but no customer is there to buy, then your business is going to be a complete failure. So you have to think in that aspect also. So marketing feasibility, and the last but not the least, that is the environmental feasibility, whether we are degrading the environment or violating some laws related to environment or not. So all those aspects are going to be covered in this environmental feasibility. Okay. So you can see here: economic feasibility, technical feasibility, operation feasibility, and schedule feasibility. Correspondingly, what exactly you are going to do? Cost benefit analysis. Okay. So your operation takes some cost and you are going to get the benefit, you are going to analyze in this aspect of economic feasibility. Again, assessment of potential risk and their solution, where we talk about technology. Okay. So technical feasibility: in operations you are going to control, that is on guaranteed accuracy and security of data and information. Efficiency, already we have discussed, that is we are talking about resource, labor and time utilization. Then service, that is reliable, flexible and extendable service provision. So whether it can be done or not, this is going to be covered under operation feasibility. Next is the schedule feasibility, that is the estimation of time and optimization of resources. That is, by optimization we mean that under given constraint you have to get the best possible reward. So you have certain resources and you are going to get the best possible rewards by optimizing that. So these are the basic type of feasibility study. Okay. Is this clear? Economic, technical, operation and schedule. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what are the major factors of feasibility report? How this is going to be play an important role? So you can see here: legal, environmental or technical, these are covered as the general information. Next, you are going to get the cost of the project. Fine. How you are going to get the different resources, so helps in channelizing the resources in a streamlined manner, and identifying the obstacles, which are the obstacles you are going to face. Then detailed action plan and particulars about a project. So if you are going to do the feasibility analysis, you must go through all the aspects of that project, whether this operation is possible or not, whether this plan is executable or not. Again, you have to go through the effect, that what kind of effect of the your project is going to be done on the environment, and the factors are political, economic, socio-culture, technical and legal factors. Fine. So these are the basic factors. Let us go through one by one. If we talk about political factors, so you can see the government policy, the law, the taxation policy, environmental pollution law. So, what are the legislations for a particular type of business? Is it prohibited or not? So, all those things are going to covered in political factors analysis. Okay, next is the economical factors. What exactly is the inflation rate? Fine, inflation is there or not, employment scenario क्या है, income क्या है, business cycle क्या है, again infrastructural availability and cost, whether we are planning for a infrastructure but land is not available for that, so is it going to be feasible a business? No. So all those economic factors are going to be considered while doing the feasibility study. Again, socio-cultural factors, what are the demographics, the population density and all those things. Then distribution of income, whether the society is rich or poor, according to you, you have to build your strategy. Again, social mobility, how they are connected or not, life cycle changes, level of education, because it plays an important role in your market. Ultimately, society is going to give your worker, if you are planning for a particular business in a particular society, and if you are selling that product or services, so all those factors are going to be studied under the head socio cultural factors. Next is the technological factors. So new discoveries and innovation are going to be there. You, if you are lagging behind, it might happen that your business might not be the profitable one. Next, how the technology is going to be transferred and the speed is going to be monitored. Internet, information technology, these are going to play an important role, as we have already gone through one case study, how smartphones have changed the type of business. True or not? एक क्लास में देखा था ना आपको, एक स्टडी की बात की थी, एक फर्म की बात हुई थी एनर्जी सेक्टर की, जिसने स्मार्टफोन्स की बात की थी, और उसके बाद क्या था, किस तरह से बिजनेस चेंज हुआ था. यस. निकिता,
Yes, sir.
याद आ रहा है कुछ?
Yes, sir.
क्या था, किस स्टडी में क्या हुआ था? किस सेक्टर की कंपनी थी? हम्म.
PRE वाला कंपनी था.
यस.
सर CPS एनर्जी कंपनी.
हाँ, एनर्जी की कंपनी थी. तो स्मार्टफोन यूज करके कुछ चेंजेस आए थे या नहीं? फाइन. सो
सर
हाँ, बोलिए. Fine. Anyway, just read the steps in feasibility study. Who is going to read? Prinsu? Are you there? Prakash?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, पढ़िए. What are the steps?
Establish the aim and objective of the study.
Okay.
Draw
So
up the
which,
strategic
बस
map.
बस एक एक करके. So which type of study?
Sir, the plan which is going to be implemented in the business.
तो यहाँ कुछ है ये लिखा हुआ कि एक पार्टिकुलर चीज के लिए हम लोग को स्टेबलाइज करना है. एम एंड ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ द स्टडी.
No, sir.
हेडिंग क्या है? जस्ट सी व्हाट एग्जैक्टली इज द हेडिंग.
Step feasibility study.
स्टेप्स इन फिजिबिलिटी स्टडी. सो हम लोगों को एम किसका स्टेबलाइज करना होगा? व्हाट टाइप ऑफ थिंग वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी? फिजिबिलिटी स्टडी की ही ना.
Yes, sir.
और फिजिबिलिटी किसकी हो रही है?
Sorry, sir, unable to recall, sir.
Whatever your idea is there, you are going to build a plan so that you are going to realize your idea into a business. So ultimately you are doing the feasibility analysis. ठीक है? तो फिजिबिलिटी
Yes, sir.
एनालिसिस का मतलब क्या है कि जो भी आपके पास आइडिया आया वो आप कैसे ट्रांसफॉर्म करने जा रहे हैं, वो फिजिबल है कि नहीं, हो सकता है कि नहीं. उसके लिए हम लोगों ने बात की कि आपको इकोनॉमिक एस्पेक्ट भी देखना है. यू हैव टू सी टेक्निकल एस्पेक्ट एज वेल. ठीक है, लीगल एस्पेक्ट भी देखना है, इन्वायरमेंटल एस्पेक्ट भी देखना है. तो वो
Ethical
सारी
aspect.
चीजें आपको देखनी है. तो पहला क्या हुआ? स्टेबलाइज द एम एंड ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ द स्टडी. नेक्स्ट क्या है?
Draw up a strategic map.
तो हाउ यू आर गोइंग टू प्रोसीड, कहाँ से स्टार्ट करेंगे और कहाँ पे खत्म करेंगे. तो ये पूरा का पूरा प्लानिंग आपके पास सामने होना चाहिए. नेक्स्ट.
Carry out economical or commercial viability analysis.
सो यू आर गोइंग टू कैरी आउट द इकोनॉमिकल या कमर्शियल जिसको बोलते हैं कि वेदर आफ्टर डूइंग दिस बिजनेस द बिजनेस इज गोइंग टू मेक प्रॉफिट और नॉट. फाइन. अगर नहीं होगा तो फिर कोई सा भी बिजनेस आप स्टार्ट करेंगे?
No, sir.
नेक्स्ट.
Intricacies analysis.
Intricacies analysis. Okay. So technical and fundamental analysis. Basic principles क्या हैं, आपके processes क्या हैं, टेक्नोलॉजी एस्पेक्ट क्या है, वो सारी चीजें यहाँ देखनी है. और नेक्स्ट क्या है?
Human resource analysis.
सो आप क्या करेंगे? एक डिसाइड कर रहे हैं कि आपके पास एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल स्ट्रक्चर होना चाहिए, एक पार्टिकुलर स्किल सेट के रिक्वायरमेंट होगी. इफ सपोज दैट स्किल सेट इज नॉट अवेलेबल देन यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू डू पार्टिकुलर बिजनेस इन अ पार्टिकुलर रीजन. ओके. सो ऑल दोज स्टेप्स आर फॉर द feasibility study. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. नेक्स्ट. कोई और पढ़ें? पिंकी. रीति.
Yes, sir.
हाँ, नेक्स्ट जो स्टेप्स दिख रहे हैं उनको पढ़िए.
Analyze the competition,
ओके.
evaluate the potential analysis, financial evaluation, evaluate and analyze marketing and sales service strategies, operational capacity, legal and environmental.
So after doing that we have discussed earlier, we have to analyze the competition. who are the competitors present in the market, whether we are giving a new substitute or new entrant is going to come. All those potential threats are going to be analyzed here. Next, you are going to analyze or evaluate financially whether the funds are possible for this type of idea, this type of product or not. You have to analyze the market, the target group, sales and service strategy, whatever you have planned. Okay, whether your capacity that you have made in the business plan is capable enough for satisfying the demands of the customers or not. So operational capacity, legal and environmental analysis is also going to play an important role. If you are going to violate certain kind of laws, then you can't do business in a particular country. So this must be analyzed before starting or before converting your idea into reality. Okay, fine. So
Yes, sir.
today we have covered all those things related to the business plan and what we call a project report, actual action.